Assalamualaikum. So today I would like to explain our second part of market equilibrium and application. So we go to the slide. Okay. The second part is what causes a change in market equilibrium. Okay, what causes a change in market equilibrium? So the market equilibrium will be changed or will change due to the effect of changes in demand and a change in supply. So let's say from the original market equilibrium at E0, now we will get new market equilibrium which is at E1. Right? So there are 3 steps to analyze changes in equilibrium. Okay, so we must decide whether supply or demand curve will shift and either shift to the right or shift to the left. Demand curve shift to the right or demand curve shift to the left, or supply curve shift to the right or supply curve shift to the left. And then determine how the changes will affect the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Okay, so here first changes the effect due to the demand, increase in demand. So what are the factors that demand will increase? Okay, that will affect the demand. So demand will increase. Okay, for example, number of buyer increase. So demand will increase. Okay, so the initial part or the initial point is at E0. Okay, with S0, D0. So equilibrium point is at E0. Okay, but when changes in demand happen, so let's say increase in demand, okay, what are the factors? Okay, factors, number of buyer increase, so the demand will increase. Increase in demand, the demand curve will shift to the right. Okay, so this is the original demand, D0. So the demand curve shift to the right from D0 to D1. Let's say increase in population. So the demand curve will shift to the right from D0 to D1. So we will achieve new equilibrium. New equilibrium at E1. So new equilibrium change from E0 to E1. Okay, and higher demand will lead to increase in equilibrium price. Before this, P0, so increase to P1, and then equilibrium quantity to Q1. Okay, Q0 to Q1. So the first changes is on demand when demand increase. Okay, so the explanation will be increase in demand, shift to the right, and then we will achieve new equilibrium, and at new equilibrium we will get increase, we will get new equilibrium price and new equilibrium quantity. Okay, so next we go to decrease in demand. So decrease in demand, so this is the original equilibrium, original demand and original supply. Okay, this is equilibrium price and this is equilibrium quantity. When demand decrease, okay, demand decrease, demand will shift to the left. So can you give example? What are the factors that will decrease in demand? Decrease in consumer income. Okay, when consumer income decrease, the demand will shift to the left from D0 to D1 and at new equilibrium. Okay, so before this E0 and now at E1, a new equilibrium from E0 to E1, and lower demand will lead to lower price equilibrium, lower equilibrium price and lower equilibrium quantity. Okay, okay, now we move to decrease in demand. Now we move to increase in supply. Now we refer to effect of changes in supply. So increase in supply, so supply will increase, supply curve will shift to the right from S0 to S1. Okay, what other factors? Example, increase in number of sellers. So supply will increase to the right from S0 to S1. Okay, okay, now equilibrium is at E1. So higher supply will lead to decrease in price and Q1, Q0 will increase to Q1. Okay, so this is changes for supply. Okay, how about decrease in supply? So decrease in supply, what other example of the factors? Let's say increase in the cost of production will lead to supply shift to the left from S0 to S1. Okay, so before this equilibrium is at E0, now equilibrium is at E1. So supply will decrease. So decrease in supply will lead to increase in price from P0 to P1. And how about quantity? Quantity will decrease from Q0 to Q1. Okay, so this is the effect of changes in supply, effect in demand and effect in supply. Okay, if both change, demand change and supply change, so this, let's say demand decrease and supply will increase. Okay, so for this subchapter is not will not be covered for Eco 120. So it is only up to changes in demand and changes in supply. For both changes will not be covered for your syllabus. Okay.